How do you set your goal? Well, first of all, do you set your goal in running? In this video, I'm going to explain why you want to set your goal high. So again, I highly recommend you to set your goal high. How high is it? It's as high as that you don't know how to achieve that at least. My name is Ikegami, 230 marathoner and half marathon 6309, and helped hundreds of runners to get faster in the past 5 years. And a lot of runners mistakenly set their goal just a little bit higher than their current level. What's the problem with that? The problem is the kind of aspect gets you into a psychological jail. What do I mean by that? That means you just see your goal and can never imagine to achieve much higher than that, and reject all the information and perceptions that drives you much higher state than you are in right now. I'll give you an example. Average runners run marathon around 4:30. Of course, how good it is depends on your age and sex, and also maybe your current job, but that doesn't matter at all. Let's say I just finished my first marathon, and next time I am running marathon 4:15. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's a big problem if I think only about running 4:15 and reject all the information which is necessary to run marathon under 3 hours. A lot of runners say my information is not useful and it wastes of their time because I'm a 2:30 marathoner, and a lot of my customers run marathon under 3 hours. But it's not. It's not true at all. At all. Let me tell you something. There's no such thing training theory for running marathon under 4 hours, but only training theory for marathon. The marathon is marathon, no matter how fast or how slow you run. The basic idea is always the same. Nevertheless, a lot of people do not try to gather all the information about marathon. They never even think about running a marathon under 3 hours, but only think about running a marathon under 4 hours. And the more you think about running a marathon 4 hours, the more likely you run marathon under 4 hours, in a good way and a bad way. Because you only know how to train for running a marathon under 4 hours and shut down all other information. Also, your subconscious mind tries to run only marathon under 4 hours. Then, what if your training is going well and you are getting fit for running a marathon 3:50? Then your subconscious mind tells you your training is too good for you. You need to take a rest, and as a result, you lose your motivation and stay on the couch with having chips. And also, when I try to tell you how to train effectively, your subconscious mind shuts that down because it's too good for you, and you just miss out something important. This is not because you are stupid or lazy, but because your subconscious mind automatically does his job to save your energy and willpower. So your subconscious mind automatically judges that my information is too good because I'm a 2:30 marathoner, and also a lot of my customers run under 3 hours marathon. So my subconscious mind gives me information about how to run marathon 2:06 and how to be a millionaire, because that is my dream. While my subconscious mind shuts down information about how to be a better soccer player or what is the weather tomorrow, because it's not involved with my dream at all. My subconscious mind responds very well to the information how to treat women well, but not at all how to attract women, because I already attract women and need to treat them well only. This is how our subconscious mind works in all human beings. My point is this: it is 100% okay to set your goal a little bit higher than your current state for the next goal, while it's a very bad idea to see only the next goal. It's much better to see only your dream and not to see your next goal at all. Because if you aim running marathon under 3 hours, automatically you will learn how to run marathon under 4 hours. Also, I'll give you another example. I learned English 10 years and couldn't make even the normal conversation like, what's your hobby or what's your favorite movie? I couldn't do that because I couldn't hear English at all. I wrote some and I read some, but I could not hear and speak at all. It was something like, my name is Ikegami and I am a marathon runner. It was just like that. And I thought that was 100% normal because most Japanese people are just like that. We should learn English about 10 years in schools and on university, but most Japanese people cannot speak English at all. So I didn't think that was unusual. I'm 100% if you are Americans or Europeans and start learning Japanese, you'll understand what I'm saying. I'll give you an example. If you speak Japanese, it sounds like some English. Sorry, no, I can't give you an example because maybe yeah, you do not understand Japanese, but it's just like I said. So my name is Ikegami Hideyuki. I am a marathon runner. I ran 2:13 in the past. It sounds like this, you know, and same thing happens if you speak Japanese. Anyway, and then for a reason, I suddenly made a decision to speak English like a native speaker. I still cannot speak English like a native speaker, but now much better than before. The reason is very simple. After I made a decision to speak like a native speaker, my world completely changed. Suddenly, my mind got open to the information about how to speak like a native speaker and just found out what was wrong with me. Before that, I never thought about those things. Because for me, it was very normal. Japanese cannot speak English because I'm a Japanese. So I never even thought something was wrong with me. And for me, that was normal. But after I made a decision to speak English seriously, again, seriously, I started thinking what was wrong with me. Why I speak English like shit. Seriously. Again, seriously. Right after that, I figured out what was wrong with me, and that's how my subconscious mind worked to make my English better. Only a few months later, I started speaking better than students who majored in English. Nevertheless, my major was social science. Because even for almost all the students who majored in English, it was very normal. Japanese cannot speak English. That's very normal. And same thing happens to amateur runners over and over again. For them, it is very normal. Human beings cannot run marathon under 3 hours. That's why they are limited their potential performance unknowingly with their limiting beliefs. So, I highly recommend you only 2 things. First, you better set your goal as high as possible you can imagine. It doesn't make sense at all to aim running marathon under 1 hour. If you are able to do that, maybe you are not a human being anymore. But if you are a man and under 60, it is 100% possible to run marathon under 3 hours, even if your current time is 5 hours. Second, you better see how top athletes train or think sometimes. You cannot follow their training program 100% or even 50% if you are not able to run 5,000 meters under 15 minutes. But still, you can learn something from there and implement it into your training to improve your time dramatically. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye for now.